I pretended to be deaf just to see what people really thought of me, and it destroyed my family. It all started in my sophomore year, when a brutal double ear infection left me completely deaf for nearly 2 weeks. With nothing else to do, I taught myself to read lips, and accidentally uncovered a whole world people didn't know I could see. My hearing returned quietly, but I told no one. That's when the truth began pouring in. The first betrayal came from my closest friend, Lena. While we sat together at lunch, smiling and pretending everything was fine, she silently told another girl how exhausting it was to babysit me. "She's so dramatic," she mouthed, rolling her eyes as if I weren't right next to her. My parents were crueler. At dinner, my father would mouth things like, "She's falling behind and everything," and my mother would nod, almost relieved. They talked about me like I was a burden they were stuck with. But nothing compared to my older sister Chloe, the family prodigy. Honor roll, captain of the volleyball team, early acceptance to a prestigious university. I idolized her. I shouldn't have. One evening, she had her boyfriend over. They sat in the kitchen, unaware I could see every word from the living room. "She's always like this?" he asked, nodding toward me. Chloe smirked. "Pretty much. My parents baby her because she's the failure. They gave up on her years ago. Doesn't that bother you?" "No," she mouthed. "Makes my life easier. No competition." Something in me hardened that night. I started documenting everything, 3 full years of whispered insults and quiet confessions said in rooms where they thought I was deaf. My parents even had a running bet with relatives about whether I'd graduate high school. My counselor called me a lost cause to other staff members. Even my grandma said she was embarrassed to introduce me to her friends. The breaking point came at Chloe's graduation party. The whole family was there, celebrating her acceptance into a top medical program. I sat quietly in a corner, playing the harmless disabled sister they thought I was. Near the punch bowl, I caught my parents mouthing to my uncle, "We're relieved at least one kid turned out normal. We'll put the entire college fund toward Chloe. The younger one will qualify for disability anyway." That was it. I stood, walked into the middle of the room, and clapped, loud. "Can everyone hear that?" I said. "Good, because I've heard every single thing all of you have said for 3 years." Faces went pale. My mother froze. Chloe started crying before I even finished. I told them the truth. My hearing had returned long ago, and I had recordings to prove every word they'd whispered. When my parents tried to deny it, I played the audio of them discussing how much they'd save by not wasting college money on the broken one. I handed back my graduation gift, a flimsy necklace they'd clearly bought last minute. "Keep it," I said. "You'll need the money now that you only have one daughter." Then I walked out. 5 years later, I'm finishing my master's degree in clinical psychology. Chloe dropped out of med school after 2 years when she couldn't handle the pressure without constant praise. My family keeps trying to reach out, saying everything was just a misunderstanding, but 3 years of proof says otherwise. Do I regret pretending? No. The only thing I regret is learning what people truly think, only when they believe you can't hear them.